Hello there and welcome back to Byzantium. Last time we started a Westernization attempt. That didn't really work out too well. We're still working on it, but even so, it's we still have some ways to go. We have 19%, and we need to try and boost our stability a little bit higher to actually get this working. So we'll see how it goes. Also, I wanted to see now if I can start using papal acts again, but apparently I can't. I am in charge of the papacy though. So I find that a little bit weird, but I'll probably find out sooner or later. I might actually have to restart my game. I'm currently in session, have recorded 2 or 3 episodes, so this will be the 4th in line. Yeah, as you know, I try to record at least 4 to 7 once I start, so hopefully I'll get that done. But enough about that, or the non-essential chit-chat. I'll be trying to get the Westernization done this time. If not, then the game really screws me over. I would probably also go for a war against the Ottomans. So we'll see how this plays out. But that is what you can expect. So without any further ado, we'll just get going. After some gruesome year, order is finally settled amongst the people. I guess this is connected to the events that gave -6 stability. Yeah, gruesome years. Order is finally settled. I believe we have had order the entire time, except for some regular revolts. But yeah, I'll take that point stability for free, thank you very much. At least now I got something for free and not something for negative. Probably lose it again rather soon though, because my guy is old, so I'll just go ahead and say that he'll probably die rather soon. If you take a quick look here, he's 70 years old, so he's held out a lot longer than you'd expect. So we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully I can boost it up to 3 and then have him survive a couple more years. That would be really great, but as you might imagine, it's not something that I'm currently well, how can I put it, expecting. I did not mean to give these guys military access, so you guys can stay however you or wherever you are. I have no intention of allowing you to help the Ottomans, at least not now. So yeah, I'll be preparing for a war against the Ottomans at the same time as I'm currently dealing with the Westernization issues. So we'll see how that goes. Surprisingly, Austria actually inherited the throne of Lithuania. Not good at all, or by any means in this case, because that puts me in a very bad position. They can't attack me, at least not at the time. But once this imperial authority start closing in on basically I'll actually go ahead and decline. Hopefully they'll get some rebels here and everything will turn bad. But that wasn't the point here. If once this gets up to around 50 where they can enact the next one, of course a comet has been sighted. Why the hell not? I should potentially have waited there just to get that little extra boost, but even so it doesn't really matter. I'm at 55% now, so it's 2 or 3 more years and then we are basically ready. But even so, it's damn annoying that no matter what I do, I'll still get negatives. This one again, have to realign all my merchants, but even so, I should be fine. So yeah, we'll be waiting. I'm currently building up my armies again to 20k men each, and I'll probably be doing a little bit more upgrading, seeing as my force limit is about 165, so I can have 40k more troops. So I'll be building it up now in preparation for the war against the Ottomans and such. So what I also should do, I think, is get my damn merchants back in action. I have no idea what's actually the best. If anyone knows, that would be it would be nice if you told me. As of now, I'm simply using these guys to try and collect from trade. But if there's some better way to do things, that would be pretty nice to know. So feel free to tell me, and we'll see how things in the end turns up. But for now, I should potentially have these guys protecting trade in Constantinople and such. So yeah, if any of you know how the trade really works, tell me. If not, I'll be doing some research on my own and trying to figure it out. So that's that. But for now, as I said, trying to westernize and then prepare for the war against the Ottomans. Unfortunately, my heir died and I got Constantinius 403 heir. Should work out fine. Little question though, how old? 43 years old. So that isn't really a problem. Also, I'm currently in line, I think, to the Bohemian throne, as you can see. Well, at least I'll get a noble on it, so that could work out just fine. But I need to get Austria out of this, so I might actually have to declare a war, as I said, on the empire, with the goal of having Austria no longer be the hereditary emperor. But yeah, I've also gone ahead and built up some of my forces rather to some very high levels. Apparently the Spaniards are not happy with giving up this guy, so I'll just invest everything I have. But yeah, wow, it just became an active cardinal 2 seconds after. That is ridiculous. But yeah, I have now 5 of the 7 cardinals, so I still have complete control of the Holy See at least, and it should help boosting my legitimacy in the long run. So we'll see how that turns out. But for now, I'm not really that far away from Westernization. As you can see, it's just a couple more months. But it took longer than expected thanks to a bunch of bad events. So yeah, that is basically how it is. I guess the fact that the event that hit me could potentially have been a fix by paradox that basically is there to prevent people from using the building thing. But even so, it's kind of annoying. And also, fully westernized, we completed our Westernization. So yeah, apparently I got new troops now, as you can see, because I lost all of my morale on all of my troops. So that is basically the signal for me that I can start at a maximum 1.48. What the hell is this? Yeah, we'll have to upgrade that a little bit. But as you might imagine, I will be trying now, or starting at least, to get ready for the war against the Ottomans, take as much land as I can, and otherwise just peace out for Sardinia, for Sicily, basically get or minimize my losses and maximize my gains is what I'm trying to say here. So I'll just get ready and then we'll see what we'll do. As you can see, I got also military tech 25, metallurgy, which gives me artillery fire +2 and artillery shock +0.10. That is quite good. We'll be moving these guys, as you might imagine, into positions to prepare for a war here. I thought we had an alliance, and we do, so I simply need to ask for military access. And yes, that should allow me to start causing some trouble here. But as I said, get troops in position, and then we'll be declaring war on the Ottos, I think. I have no idea how many men they have now, but concerning the fact that they have 5,000 rebels that are currently causing some issues, I guess they don't really have that many. Let's see, Otto. Might have gone past them, so we'll simply sort them by name, I think, and find them that way. There we have them. They have 22,000 men left. So yeah, going for a overrun now is potentially a viable tactic. So hopefully I can pull it off. Hopefully we can get what I'm after. So let's see. We'll call all willing allies, which is Poland, Bohemia, Brandenburg, everyone basically. And yes, I have allied Bohemia too. That happened when I got the royal marriage with them. So potentially here I can get whatever I want. We'll also go for I think we'll simply go for show superiority, because then I can make peace with Ottomans without having to do anything with the Portuguese. So we'll aim at that, and we'll see how this war goes. Should be a victory. But before we declare, we'll allow my troops to get fully, or almost full morale at least, and I guess we can now go ahead and call the war. So yeah, I'll see how this turns out, and hopefully we'll get the victory we want. Can't promise anything though, and of course I forgot to do this. Call to arms, and a call to arms. There we go. I got the 3 big ones, and they are basically the ones that are interested in getting this. So we'll see how it turns out. I think it should be a fun little war, and hopefully we'll win it, of course. My guy died, and as a direct result, I have a new heir, Constantinos 120. Crappy as hell. But I should be able to make some gains out of this war, I think. We'll go for the Glorious Monument tech. And also, as you can see, the French are marching 40,000 men through the lands here. Same with the Spaniards. But here's the annoying fact. There's 40,000 Spaniards in the mountain, or 40,000 Frenchmen in the mountains here, and they suffer no attrition at all. I find that to be very weird. But hopefully I can get these sieges done before we meet them. Or at least the Poles can send us some more men to help. We'll have to see. The Bohemians too should have a plethora of units, so hopefully I can get rid of these Ottomans before that. And of course, these guys decided that the safest place to run would be rather all the way home, rather than just well, that didn't go as expected. I tried to get those guys over to Rhodes, but it seems I have to build up my navy a little bit. But even so, I now know where the Ottoman army is, and apparently they dodged these guys. But even so, they should actually, yeah, they should go ahead and flee. So we have military access with Syria, so I'll just go ahead and attack them there, and I should be able to take them out now without too much fuss. So we'll see how this goes out, but as expected, I'll probably, or hopefully, win this war. If not, it would be very surprising. And if I can get these guys over to Maros, I'm pretty sure I can fight back those Frenchies. So we'll see how it goes. I have some very bad news here. If we take a quick look at Portugal, and look at their unions, they have a personal union with both France and Spain that they got by pure luck. This is beyond ridiculous now, and that is basically also the armies that are currently standing here. They are gaining attrition, of course, all of them, but even so, it's not really that much. And the French will, of course, gain the most because they're running around like complete fools. But as you can see here, the Ottoman lands are basically almost completely sieged. This is the only real problem here, trying to take this one. So I'll have to have, in the next war, navy and army ready to take it. But if you look at the current war score with the Ottomans, it's at 64. And thus I can actually take quite the chunks of land here. And I'll probably take Adana too if I can. And then we'll try and core everything. Trebizond is already a course there. I don't actually have to worry about that one. But I think I need Erzurum. I'm a little bit unsure actually. So let's do a quick little look here. Where is that coalition? No, not coalition. There we go, culture. So yeah, as you can see, I need Erzurum as well. And also Dulkadir. So that is a little bit annoying. But at least then I will be able to take Karaman. And probably the other things that I need in the next war. I might actually have to take these lands too to be able to take Karaman, but it shouldn't be a problem. So I'll just finish up the sieges against the Ottoman lands, and then we'll most likely march on here, try to decimate some of these armies simply to get the war score a little bit up. But the goal here, the main goal, will be to try and bribe the Portuguese out of this war as soon as this is over, because as you might imagine, we don't really need to continue this war afterwards. We simply need to win a couple of strategic battles to gain the war score that we need to get a fair peace deal. But other than that, there aren't really that much we need to focus on. We simply take what we want from the Ottomans, and once we've done that, we basically just skip town more or less. So we'll see how that tactic actually works out. But as of now, the sieges are going rather well. We also have a lot of troops in the area. But this should actually force them to have heaps of attrition, I think. Let's have a quick look here. Only 0.75. I don't think I have defensive ideas, and that's probably why. So I think I should focus on getting these ideas to screw over people basically in the late game by using them. But the real annoying thing is the Bohemian army here that's currently being screwed over by France over and over again. But even so, it's not really much I can do about that. I'll simply have to wait for the sieges to finish so I can march my guys home here, and then we can start fighting back. So we'll see how that goes. This has got to be one of the more hilarious battles I've ever seen. As you can see here, the Battle of Friuli, where the French and Trier forces met us. They tossed, 105,000 troops. We had about 3 times that much. And they were basically slaughtered by us. And that is basically the funny thing now, is that most likely Spain and everyone else here will be completely decimated, because our forces are... we outnumber them, or the forces are actually even. But in this area we outnumber them by far. And that is basically now a very good thing, because France is starting to rack up some war exhaustion, I'm starting to rack up some war exhaustion, and thus I want this war to end. But since I went for a superiority war, and thus can actually screw them over by simply fighting battles like this, as you can see by getting those results, that should work out pretty damn fine. As you can see, from 22 battles we have plus 24%. Our war score is basically just from battles. And that means that once this take is over, I can get what I want from the Ottomans. I can make peace most likely with the Portuguese without any problems at all. And boom, I basically have found the secret of, or the Holy Grail on this game. And that is basically fight the battles that you know you'll win, keep out of it. The AI won't actually do some stupid carpet sieging anymore. And that allows you to, well, in this case I ended up with just positives thanks to that. But usually that's not the case. But even so, as you can see, I'm marching 60,000 units here, and only 1/4 of those troops are actually mine. The rest is other people's, and as you can see now, I can most likely make the peace deal here. No, I can't actually. So we'll wait for this battle to end. That should give me some more war score, and that should also it'll be a little bit interesting to see how many people actually joins the coalition against me right now. Let's see, what can I core? Trebizond, or not core? What can I convert? And I think, yeah, I'm actually starting to call all of this. But yeah, as you can see, we will be keeping troops in the area, but at least now I'm confident I can pull this off, even with the Portuguese, Spanish, French annoyance, big guys starting to cause me trouble. So yeah, this war should be our victory, or at least this battle. That battle won't, so let's see, what do you guys want, or what can I offer you to back off? Concede defeat will not be enough. So what if I release Sardinia again? Would that be enough to make you happy? Nope. Serbia? Nope. Sardinia and Sicily, could live with that. Can simply go ahead and vassalize them again. Because, well, we could win some battles, but it'll probably take a lot of time. I'll lose a lot of money and also a lot of more men. So the easiest thing for me to do now is simply release these two and then go ahead, make alliances and vassalize them again. Shouldn't actually be a problem. Sardinia might turn into a problem, but it should still be fine. So I still don't need these provinces to actually pull off the achievement. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and make this deal, I think, if I can't actually just bribe my way out of this fairly easily. 800 ducats. Shouldn't actually be an issue, we'll simply take a couple of loans. Yeah, should be just fine. It'll be a little bit extra expensive, but yeah, I can live with that. So, we'll also turn army maintenance down, or far down in this case. Don't actually have any rebels, so that should be fine too. And we'll also go ahead and, let's see here, make the deal with Portugal. But yeah, Portugal has been really lucky in this game, and that is basically what has been screwing me over to the extremes here. But yeah, I'll be releasing let's see, Sicily, I think, and then we will be bribing their last Romania, which is 500. So yeah, Sicily. Why? Because I just annexed Sardinia. They've also witnessed, well, what the hell was that? Okay, so they lost the battle in the second that, well, this game just loves screwing you over, doesn't it? But yeah, I think Bohemia left the war there, I think, or something. But yeah, I have to wait for the month to pass. I might as well wait for this battle to end. They can't really have that many troops on the front lines here. No, they have 2,000. They have 7,000 troops on the front line versus about, yeah, that's the main issue here. That since it's a mountain, the front lines are very thin, and thus that battle will rage forever, more or less. But at least I'll go and crush those Portuguese troops, and that should be enough to give me some sort of advantage in this case. They went and got destroyed, didn't they? But yeah, I'll just try and get or just catch one of these small armies. That should be enough actually to get me the war score I want. The fact that these guys actually attack me is kind of annoying. But even so, they should be losing fairly soon. And yes, actually sieges doesn't actually matter in a holy war anymore, as you can see here. I'm actually getting the war score that I need to win by doing this. So I think I'll just keep it going for just a little while longer. That French army will be annihilated on the spot, and that gave me 4% war score. So yeah, I think I can actually get the deal I want now with Portugal. I can get a white peace even. So yeah, I'll take your money as a revenge. 700 ducats to pay my loans. The loans that I, in the end, didn't have to take. So yeah, split this army up into 4 units and place them, 2 of them in Europe, I think, in case of rebels, and the other 2 down here. I think that should work out just fine. So yeah, as you can see here, the war ended pretty easily. We did gain some. We did have some very good gains here. That is what I'm getting at. But yeah, I've also ended up recording too much because it became interesting, became fun. But they suffered more war exhaustion than me, and they basically suffered more troublesome at that. But still, Portugal is basically the big dog now. With as you can see here, Spain, France, Tripoli. Are Tripoli a vassal of theirs? Or an ally? In war to get allied with Poland. No, with Portugal. So yeah, as you can see, the French, the Spanish, they basically have tons of land now. Almost all of the Americas, almost all of Africa, thanks to France and the Spain in the unions with them. So, wish I had their luck. But I'm basically almost done with the challenge here. And also this poses or gives me another very big advantage. And I guess you can guess what. The fact that I pieced out with Ottomans first means I can declare war now on the Ottomans, and the annoying Portuguese won't actually have any way of joining. That is right. They can't actually join me, thanks to the fact that I'll simply have to be ready to declare war on 29, and they can't actually and the Portuguese can't actually join that, because I don't think, at least. So I'll be creating Ankaraman, Delkadir, and probably a couple of others, but I'll also be going after Trebizond. They're in the coalition against me, so that's actually just a little bit annoying. That could potentially bring in the big guns later or further down the line, but even so, it should be fine. So I'm sorry this episode has been a little bit longer than the others. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and we'll continue next time. Bye.